In a world defined by war, betrayal, and the ambitions of gods and mortals alike, there exists a divine who does not rule through fear, does not demand conquest, and does not whisper promise of power. Her domain is far quieter and far more dangerous. She is Mara, the goddess of love, compassion, and mercy, one of the 9 divines. And while many may overlook her as the gentle one, Mara's influence may be the most pervasive and enduring force in all of Tamriel, because every oath sworn in love, every family bound by loyalty, and every soul that chooses mercy over vengeance falls under her unseen hand. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Elder Scrolls lore video where we're looking at theories, hypotheses, some of my own opinions, and obviously information that the game does provide. As you guessed, we're going to have a little talk about the Lady Mara and where she came from and how she shaped mortal civilization and why her subtle power may rival that of any god. So what are her origins? Mara's story begins before empires, before written history, and even before the modern understanding of the divines. In the earliest Aldmeri faiths, Mara is a divine spirit associated not with romantic love, but with fertility, kinship, and the sanctity of life itself. She was revered as a cosmic mother figure, embodying the bonds that hold families, clans, and entire cultures together. Unlike gods of war or magic, Mara did not shape the world through violence or sorcery. She shaped it through connection. As human cultures emerged and mingled with elven belief systems, Mara's identity evolved, but her core remained unchanged. She became a universal symbol of motherhood, compassion, and moral unity. This adaptability is one of the greatest strengths, because while gods like Akatosh are rigid and absolute, Mara changes with her worshippers, reflecting their values, fears, and their hopes. So within the 9 divines, Mara holds quite a unique role, because she's not a ruler, she is not a judge, and she is not a warrior. She is the moral anchor. While Akatosh governs time, and then Arche oversees life and death, Mara governs the space in between them, the relationships that give life meaning. This is why Mara is often invoked at weddings, births, peace treaties, reconciliations between enemies. Her priests teach that love is not a weakness, but a sacred obligation, to care for others, to affirm existence itself. And unlike many divines, Mara demands no grand temples or blood sacrifices. She asks only this: care for one another. Mara's influence reaches its peak during the rise of Saint Alessia. When Alessia led the slave rebellion against the Aliads, she did not do so alone. According to Imperial Theology, Mara was one of the primary divines guiding her in spirit. Alessia's empire was not founded solely on conquest, but on unity between races, men, elves, former slaves, former masters. That philosophy bears Mara's unmistakable signature. Where other gods pushed Alessia toward dominion, Mara tempered with the empire with mercy and diplomacy, ensuring it would endure longer than a single generation. Without Mara, the first empire of man may have collapsed under its own cruelty. So unlike the towering cathedrals of Akatosh or Stendar, Mara's temples are often warm, intimate spaces, soft lighting, flowing water, and open doors. The Temple of Mara in Skyrim is located in Riften. It's a perfect example. It is not a fortress of faith, but a place of healing and reconciliation. Weddings conducted in Mara's name are considered spiritually binding, even if no legal authority is present. Breaking such vows is believed to invite deep spiritual misfortune, not punishment, but emptiness. Mara does not curse, she withdraws, and that absence is often worse. One of the clearest windows into Mara's philosophy comes from the quest, the Book of Love. Rather than testing strength or devotion, Mara asks the mortal to heal a broken relationship, a failed marriage, a grieving spirit, a feud born of misunderstanding. Each task reinforces a core truth. Mara's miracles are not spectacle. They are quiet transformations. No fire falls from the sky, no demon is slain. Instead, hatred dissolves, pain eases, and people choose forgiveness. This may be the purest representation of Mara's power anywhere in the series. It is critical to understand that Mara does not embody lust or obsession. The domain lies closer to the darker Daedric powers, where desire consumes rather than unites. Mara represents enduring love, a mother's devotion, a partner's loyalty, and a stranger's compassion. Her love is discipline, not indulgence. This is why Mara's teachings often clash with the chaos of mortal ambition. To follow Mara is to accept vulnerability, and that may be the hardest path of all. One of the most fascinating aspects of Mara is that she never overrides free will. She does not compel love, she offers the opportunity for it. Even acts of mercy must be chosen. This makes Mara's influence slower, but far more resilient. Empires fall, dragons perish, and gods fade. But love, when freely chosen, it will echo forever. So let's have a look at a few fan theories and hidden meanings about Lady Mara. Some scholars believe Mara may be older than the Aedra themselves, a primordial force rather than a defined deity. Others speculate that Mara represents the collective subconsciousness desire for unity, making her less a god and more a universal principle given form. There is even a theory that Mara's restraint is intentional, that she understands absolute love would erase individuality, and so she carefully limits her influence. If true, Mara may be the most self-aware divine of them all. So why does Mara matter? In a universe obsessed with power, Mara stands apart from them, mainly because she does not conquer, she does not rule, she endures. And every time a warrior spares an enemy, every time a family survives tragedy, and every time love outlasts hatred, Mara is somewhere in the background, silent, unseen, and unbroken. The Elder Scrolls teaches us that power wears many faces. Some are crowned in flame, others in shadow. But Mara wears none at all. She is the reason civilizations form, families survive, and mortals continue, despite everything, to hope. In a world as brutal as Tamriel, that may be the greatest miracle of all. Thanks for watching.